So after 2 years, we finally got a full-length Nintendo Direct. I was super excited for it yesterday, getting to see all the new games Nintendo has coming out for the Switch. I feel like it's been a really long time since we've gotten much of anything. I mean, we had the announcement of Pokemon Snap, but just there hasn't really been a lot of stuff coming out lately for Nintendo to really be excited about. So today I wanted to break down some of the highlights of the Nintendo Direct and some of the things I'm personally most excited for coming up going forward. And to start everything off, we've got a new character coming to Smash, Pyra and Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The character looked really cool. I've got to say, I've always really wanted to try Xenoblade Chronicles. I've never really got into it. Number two just kind of passed me by as it came out, but this might be another really good reason to kind of go back and pick it up. But the character looks like a lot of fun. I've always been a big Smash fan. Our Lord and Savior Sakurai really can't do any wrong at this point. Like, I couldn't even be mad at anything he could possibly attempt to give us. I've always gotten anything I want, and there's so many characters in the game at this point. I mean, who can really want anything else? So that was really exciting thing to lead off with. I really felt like we still got a few more characters to go, so I'm really excited to see what those are going to be. We also got The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword remake. I never personally got to play the Skyward Sword because it kind of came towards the end of the Wii's life cycle, and I had already really moved on at that point. But it looks like they've really recreated it. They stayed faithful to the source material, especially with the mechanics of the directional cutting and everything, which is super cool that you can do that with the Joy-Cons and be able to do it with the analog stick now. That way you can play kind of however you want to play. Not gonna lie though, at first I really did think it was gonna be a Wind Waker remake again. As I saw it, I totally missed it at the beginning. I was like, man, it looks like we got another Wind Waker. I was really hoping for a Ocarina of Time remake. That's been on my radar for a really long time. Of course, it's one of my favorite Zelda games, probably everyone's favorite Zelda game just about. But I think that'd be a really cool remake to get, especially since we've gotten so many Super Mario remakes coming back here with the Super Mario All-Star Collection. But they did give us a new console, which is really cool. It's going to be a Skyward Sword Edition console. The console looks awesome. And then we've got Splatoon 3, which looks pretty cool. You know, I haven't played a lot of the Splatoon games, pretty much at all, even. But the new one has a pretty interesting kind of concept. It looks like they were kind of going to a city through a desert of some kind, and it showed off some customization features. It almost looks like it might be open worldy, maybe. I'm not quite sure yet. I guess we'll have to know more, I'm sure. It's not announced until 2022, but at least we've got a new Splatoon on the way for those who are excited for it. So, and it definitely looks pretty cool. So I'm kind of excited to see some announcements as it shapes out some more. Then we got Mario Golf, which just kind of was really surprising to me. I actually thought it looked really cool. I'm not even gonna lie. The idea of being able to kind of play the game as an RPG from your Mii's perspective is pretty cool. I don't know if anybody played the old Mario Tennis on the Game Boy Color, but that was actually one of my favorite Mario games because you had the whole story mode where you could go through and just level up your character and be like a tennis superstar, which is really cool. I still really want a new Super Mario Strikers. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably my favorite Mario sports game they've done, just about, with the exception of, like, you know, Mario Kart and stuff like that. But maybe I can dream and we'll get it eventually. They kind of moved on with some Star Wars Hunters. It looks like a new PvP oriented Star Wars game. I think it looks pretty interesting. They didn't really show a whole lot on it. Along with, we got Fall Guys coming in summer 2021 to the Switch. I think that's going to be really cool. Fall Guys has already pretty much made a huge impact across everything anyway. Why not have it at the Switch at this point? I feel like it's one of those games that really kind of perfectly fits on the Switch too. Indie games and games like that are just a blessing on the Switch to take with you. We got some new Animal Crossing content. On February 25th, we're supposed to have the Super Mario Animal Crossing crossover event. A lot of the costumes look fun. I mean, you pretty much can Mario up your Animal Crossing world, and who really doesn't want that, right? We got Miitopia coming on the 21st of May. I'm not really sure much about that, honestly. I didn't really play Miitopia. I know some people who are excited about it. I know it's supposed to be an RPG with your Mii involved in it. It seems kind of cool. I looked at some stuff on it as I was kind of getting ready for the video here. But nothing I'm super excited about. We got the Outer Wilds coming later this summer. It's just kind of one of those games too, another indie game that's coming to the Switch. It's going to be a great game to pick up and play if you already haven't. Outer Wilds is a really cool game, along with your Hades as getting a physical edition coming on March 19th. And I think this is actually really, really cool. If you haven't played Hades, you definitely should. It's one of the best roguelikes, in my opinion, out there at this point in time. But the physical edition is going to come with a full character compendium with a bunch of art for all the character designs and the soundtrack. And the soundtrack of the game's absolutely incredible. So it's definitely something, if you haven't already picked it up, it's kind of a cool thing to be able to pick up. We also got Samurai Warriors 5. I feel like the Warriors games right now have been on kind of a like hot streak. We've got Persona Strikers coming soon. We've had Hyrule Warriors. I know I played a ton of One Piece Pirate Warriors and absolutely love it. The new Samurai Warriors games look like a lot of fun, along with a expansion pass for Hyrule Warriors. So if that's something you're super excited for and played, that's coming for you. They said they got 2 waves of content coming out for it. No More Heroes 3 also got announced for the 27th of August. So that's super cool. I've played No More Heroes 1. It's been a while since I've played any of the games, but the game looks pretty cool. I actually thought the Travis Touchdown would have been a really cool Smash character. So maybe that will give us some more incentive to bring him into Smash. It'd be a pretty cool cameo there. We've also got Apex Legends coming on March 9th with 2 weeks of double XP. Just kind of another battle royale going to Switch. Apex Legends is my favorite battle royale personally. I mean, unless you can count Escape from Tarkov as one, but it's kind of its own thing in itself. But Apex Legends has done great. I mean, I think it's going to do great on Switch. You got some exclusive skins and some double XP, just bringing it to more people to be able to play it. Bravely Default 2 got its final trailer launched. I was a big fan of Bravely Default 1, so getting to see the trailer for Bravely Default 2 looked super cool. I really think it's going to be probably just as good as Bravely Default 1, and the combat system is going to be a lot of fun, so I'm glad we've got another cool RPG around the corner, as well as Monster Hunter Rise. We know that's right around the corner as well. It's going to be pretty great from what it looks like. Monster Hunter World was the first time I really got to play one on the PS4, and I'll probably definitely be picking up Monster Hunter Rise just because of the impact Monster Hunter World had on me. The game looks like a lot of fun. And then my favorite announcement, I think, of the whole trailer was Project Triangle Strategy, a new tactical RPG coming from the same studio that did Octopath Traveler. It looks almost like a successor to Final Fantasy Tactics, and Final Fantasy Tactics has been one of my favorite games that I've played for a really, really long time. I was actually thinking about it the other day. I've started playing Dragon Quest Tact, and I was thinking, man, I just wish we had more tactics games out there. And this one looks really, really cool with the option to influence the story with your decisions. The gameplay and the combos looks really cool. Like I said, it really reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics, kind of with a similar art style of Octopath Traveler. I'm really, really hyped for this. I've downloaded the demo to it. I played it. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. If you're a strategy game and tactics person, I think this is definitely going to be for you. I wouldn't advise missing out on it. As well as we got a Capcom collection that released on yesterday, actually. So that's a really cool thing. I'm sure a lot of people will love playing some of the old Capcom games like Street Fighter and everything, so you guys can pick that up. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the Nintendo Direct recap of everything. Those are, like I said, just some highlights, some things I was excited for, and just wanted to give it to you really quickly. It may have glossed over a few things, but that's the majority of the really big announcements that came out. So like always, guys, thanks so much for tuning into the video. If you like seeing this kind of content, please let me know in the comments below. Like or subscribe really helps me out as well, and let me know too, what's your favorite thing from Nintendo Direct? What were you most excited for? Like I said, for me, it was Project Triangle Strategy. It's coming out in 2022. So, and what would you like to see in the future? Like I said, I really want an Ocarina of Time remake, and I would really like to see some Metroid, man. Like, I've been going so long without Metroid that it's just killing me. Haven't had Metroid Prime in years. So with that, I will talk to you guys later, and hope you all have a great day.